Good morning, everyone. So, in this lecture, we will talk about performance appraisal. This is the first topic of second unit of performance and reward management. So, if we talk about performance appraisal, the process of performance appraisal is about evaluating and documenting an employee's performance with a view to enhance the work quality, output, and the efficiency of an individual. So performance management, uh, among performance appraisal, perform three important functions within the company based on the definition. First, performance appraisal provide feedback of a person as their overall contribution for a period of time. Second, it identifies development need and opportunity for improvement. And third, they help inform salary and bonus review for the employee. Now, if we talk about the process of performance appraisal, so as you see on the slide, there are uh, certain steps involved, 5 steps involved in performance appraisal process. So if we talk about the first step is known as reflect. So as you see in the diagram itself, reflect means what is required of a person in their job. What does high performance look like? So what does it mean? Reflect means effective performance appraisal starts with accurate understanding of what is expected from a person within his job, and to achieve this, what helps to reflect on, which includes why this job exists, where uh, it fits into the organization, how it contribute to overall objective achievement of the organization within the current business strategy, and what is expected of a person uh, who is performing, including his behavior, uh, compliance with the policies and the process and the results, and what competencies like skills, ability, knowledge does he require. And it also helps to find out the importance that staff take a step back to look at the past performance. That means what results he have produced in past, how have they behaved to with the customers, suppliers, colleagues, and the supervisors, and how they demonstrate the organization value outside inward, how they follow the process and procedure provided by the organization, what is being their biggest challenge, and how they adapt the change which is ahead of them. So these are the reflections which need to be considered. Second step is about setting goals. Goals should be aligned with the business objectives. So the overall objectives uh, should reflect in individuals objectives as well. So employees goal will usually focus on the aspect of their performance. They want to work on a better uh, scenario when it is reflecting in their individual goals. So goals may also reflect the employee's ambition for their career and for their organization. A manager's role will be to ensure that a individual's goal is inconsistent with and for the support and of the overall business strategies and the goal. However, according to the SHRM, that means Strategic Human Resource Management, it is to ensure and that understanding and the commitment of both sides of the process must remain participative, and in other words, you can say that both managers and individuals should be involved in accomplishment of organizational goal. Now we move on to the third step, which is feedback. So the regular feedback is very much important when it comes to performance appraisal, or for a successful performance appraisal. It is a bare mandatory thing, but it doesn't always have to involve a scheduled sit down meeting and the conversation meeting. Some of the best feedback occurs spontaneously. When it is occurring, then the manager or the superior need to communicate to the employees. So the timely and meaningful feedback is must for performance appraisal. And when we move on to next step, it is known as develop. So identify and plan the learning needs. So with a good understanding how an individual is tracking against his performance expectation, it should be easy to identify and prioritize the education, training, or the development need he is having, and uh, provide him the opportunity that will help in achieving those goals. So the development activity may involve formal accreditation, like degrees, diplomas, certificates, or it may include more flexible or low cost way, like e-learnings, research project, coaching, or the peer collaboration. Job rotation at the lower level is a best way to train an employee. Next step is review. So formally evaluate the progress and the document performance result. So after 6 months or the 12 months, it is depending upon the organizational policy that the performance appraisal occur biannually or once in a year. So after that particular time period, a manager need to schedule a formal review to look back, to evaluate and document what are the achievements against the specific performance requirement of the organization towards an employee. And on the basis of that, we move on to the last step, which is reward. It is about recognizing a job well done with the financial or non-financial reward need to be given. So a formal review process is particularly important for an organization to have a reward process based on the performance. Reward can be in form of salary increment, bonus payment, or other monetary incentives. However, it can also take the form of non-financial rewards like enhancement decision making, more involvement in the management decision making of an employee, or the promotional opportunities as well. So these are the steps involved in the process of performance appraisal. So in this lecture, we have talked about the concept of performance appraisal and the process of performance appraisal. That is it for the day. Thank you so much.